Good evening, everybody. We'll be getting started just in a moment. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for tuning in. As soon as we get our guests connected, we will get started. Good evening.
Hey.
There. How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself? Thank you for having me too.
Yes, ma'am. Doing well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're at the top of the hour. One moment. Let's see.
Everyone else you see is I've been there where everyone else you see is my time. Come on, listen closely. Had enough of life pulling on me. Trust in Jesus, and that's gonna be. I'm not really puffed up. I just made it too far for myself to start giving up. Be careful who I let my ear. No need to get offended. I just had to make the record clear. Ladies, come on, it's my time. Oh, this is my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ladies,
We had to adjust the camera, the orientation.
my time.
We're ready.
My time. Yeah, it's my time. I used to be wondering. I used to count every dollar bill, things were crumbling. I used to talk to my friend, then I realized there was only one really listening. Jesus, I'm telling you, see, Jesus is the one that'll feel your needs. My time to get each and every dime. It's my time to give God the praise. It's my time to keep on keeping the faith. It's my time to keep pressing seeds. So I gotta believe what He promised me. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ain't no need for me to cry no more. Ain't no need for me to worry. It's my time just to let it go. I done came too far in the race, and when you see me, that's why I got a smile on my face. Haters go hate, but the righteous know the truth. It's my time. So what you gonna do? You got a minute, better put Jesus in it. Show you how to walk, talk, show you how to win it. It's my time to dance, you sing. It's my time because I got the victory. It's my time to wave my hand. It's my time because I understand. It's my time to rejoice. It's my time because I know the source. It's my time to celebrate. It's my time because I learned to wait. Ladies, come on. It's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ladies.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to Queens on Deck. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. We have a very special guest, Appointed. I'm going to read a bio. Just want to say hello, good evening, Lamoy. Good evening, Lorraine. Good evening, Tanya. Good evening, Salita Mann. Good evening, Israel Marley. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm going to read Appointed's bio. Thank you so much. I'm your host, Ursela Camille, and welcome to Queens on Deck. Urban contemporary gospel recording artist, known around some circles as Appointed, has proven to hold true to the meaning of her name. Selected or designated to fill an office or position, this talented, fearless, hardworking worship crier continues to make strides in sharing the gospel message through song. And then there are the various gospel music awards Appointed has won that include 2 S&M Indie Gospel Music Awards, 2 Newsom Music Awards, and more. Appointed participated in the launch of Fly Award Records, a label with nationally distributed titles, and released a track called Shine as part of the Flyway Records compilation project titled Flyway Records Presents Independence with rapper Mike One. Independence picked up some buzz for the label and for Appointed. Along the way, Appointed battled various levels and types of adversity that included drug addiction, child abuse, depression, homelessness, domestic violence, and child molestation. During those hard times, Appointed did not know that all of the things she endured would ultimately lead to God being glorified through her life as she is living, walking, breathing testimony to what God can do with what is meant to harm. Her last single, Opposites, was released worldwide via Sony Music Rhythm Gospel Music on the Dominique Mitchell Presents Inspirational Music for the Soul compilation CD. Appointed is on a mission to make massive moves for his glory. Her new single, Glorious, is already getting airplay and has created quite the buzz. Appointed is on a mission to make massive moves for his glory and continues to build a reputation as one of the ones to watch in the gospel music industry. Everyone, let's welcome our featured queen on deck tonight, Appointed. Y'all please give her some hearts, some thumbs up in the timeline. Let her know that, we're glad that she's on here tonight. Welcome, 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 Appointed. So how are you? Please share. We want to hear all about what you have going on because you have such a quite in-depth bio. There's more to it than what I've read, right? There's more here because you have a lot of accomplishments and there's more to you than meets the eye. So please share.
Amen. Thank you so much. I just want to, just really let you know how grateful I am.
I think we're having some technical difficulties. Let's see. Please bear with us, you guys. Okay, we just lost our featured queen. You guys hang on tight. All right, just having some technical difficulties. Just bear with us. We're waiting for her to tune back in, for her to get back connected with us. Just want to let you guys know she has so much to offer. She has so much that she's doing. Because not only is she, you know, a gospel, urban gospel, contemporary recording artist, multi-award winning recording artist, she also, you know, is the founder of Spin Awards magazines, and you know, she has New Mercy, she has outreach things that different things that she's doing, and she's out of Georgia. So she's not here in the Carolinas, but she's all the way in Georgia. So you guys, you know, thank you for tuning in tonight as we wait for our featured queen to come tune back in. But, you know, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Please type in the timeline, the comment section. Let me know where you're repping. You in Raleigh, North Carolina? Where are you? Are you in Georgia? You know, where are you? Let us know where you are, you know, in the world, and that, you know, we're glad to have you connect with us on tonight. Thank you for supporting. Anybody that connected on here tonight, I just want to thank you for just connecting, you know, supporting by being here. So just let us know in the comment section where you from. You know, where are you tuning in from? Are you tuning in from Raleigh? Are you tuning in from, you know, Greensboro? Oh, we got the A. We got the A that's connected. All right. Anybody else want to share while we're waiting for our featured queen to connect back with us? Oh, Rome, Georgia. Okay, Michelle Jackson. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you on tonight. Thank you for sharing your time and connecting with us on tonight. Anybody else care to share where you're tuning in from? Glad to, you know, read along to see who's tuning in where. Durham, okay, all right, Lorraine. Lorraine is tuning in from Durham. Anybody else want to share where you're tuning in from? Raleigh in the building. I know that's right, big bro. Raleigh in the building. That's right, brother. Durham, that's right, Durham in the building. Durham's right there. Raleigh, Durham, the Raleigh-Durham area, Raleigh-Durham, Chapel Hill area. Thank you guys for letting us know where you're repping. And while we're waiting for our featured queen on deck, if any of you would like to be a featured queen, you know, because this is about empowering and inspiring other women. This is a platform to empower and inspire other women in the area of entrepreneurship and entertainment, you know, and by doing that, you know, if you're a queen that, you know, is an entrepreneurship, or you're in the entertainment business, whatever you're doing, and you want to empower and inspire, let us know. Please feel free to share tonight. You know, put in the comment section. You can suggest yourself. You know, open to it. Just want to hear, want to read and see if you have anyone that you would like to see be a featured queen on deck, including yourself. And sometimes we don't give ourselves credit. Here we go. We got the featured queen. She's back. Appointed is back. So we'll wait until comes back up so we can get her back on. But while we're waiting to add her back in, does anybody have anyone that you would like to see to be a featured queen? Please don't be shy. You know, please don't be shy. Give yourself credit where credit is due. We have somebody, Jerry Royce live. Okay. Tuning in. Where are you tuning in from? Okay, let's see. We're going to add our featured queen in right now. All right. So we're waiting for her to get added back in. We're connecting. Thank you guys for
I'm back.
with us. Yes, she's back. She's back. Yes. So please do share. We want to hear all about just all about what you are representing, everything that you're bringing to the table, because there's more to you than meets the eye. So please share.
Well, sis, one of the first things I love to talk about when I'm invited to shows like yours is just to let people know that my first and foremost job is child of God. You know, that's me. And it might come off like, you know, being trite to some people, or, oh, you're just saying that, but it really is the truth. That's like that's my identity, you know, being a child of God. And the things that the Lord lets me do, those things are, you know, those are like derivatives of being a child. And so as a child, I get to, you know, be in his favor and be in his grace and be in his mercy. And I get to represent him. I get to love him with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with all my strength. I get to love my neighbors, myself, you know. I get to let the light shine. So that's what everything's about. Everything that I'm doing is about that. So it really, that's like the foundation, of what I do. It's because I want to represent for the Lord and be an instrument to bring as many people on board as possible, or encourage, just be somebody that God can use. So that's who I am, somebody that I hope God can use each and every single day.
Awesome, awesome. Would you say that based on, and just briefly reading your bio and sharing with everyone that's tuned in tonight, based on your experiences in life, the things that you've been through, right? Um, would you say that because of that you're able to connect with people from all walks of life or various walks of life based on your own personal experience?
Yeah, for sure. That's the truth, because I've been homeless. I've had to go and get the government cheese. I've been on welfare. I've had experiences with abuse, drugs. Just so many different areas, and I can see now in my life how God has used those so that I can have this compassion. One of my favorite things about Christ is that he looked out on the people and he had compassion on them, because to him they represented people, or sheep rather, without a shepherd. So definitely those experiences have allowed me to have, I think, compassion, empathy, sympathy for someone else who is in a similar situation, or just any plight, period. I think it helps you not to be so quick to condemn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that helps. It doesn't mean that you turn off your sense of what's right and wrong, but you're not as likely to be a person who's condemning another. You still recognize that behavior shouldn't be a certain way, but you're not going to be the one to actually condemn them. So yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff.
It's like putting yourself in, because of your own personal experience, you're now positioned not to be judgmental, but more so to have more compassion on someone where they are experiencing what you've already been through, and allowing God to help you, help them, right? By being
Right, exactly.
transparent. So would you say
Exactly.
transparency is key?
Yeah, exactly. And I that's one of the things that I really love to practice. And we call it transparent, but I would just really use the word authentic, or real, or honest. God requires truth in the inward part. So I would say it's more that than just being real. Just being who you are. We're people, and we're saved by grace, and we come with scars and blemishes and faults and things like that. And that by no means that I'm saying, hey, just do whatever you want to do. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you have the ability not to be so quick
Mm-hmm.
to condemn somebody for something that is not something that they're supposed to do, but you still know it's wrong. You don't put away your thermometer or barometer for what's right and what's wrong. You still know there's a difference between the holy and the profane. So yeah.
Yes. I want to let our listeners know, our viewers know that you will hear. We have people inquiring about your music, right? They want to hear a song. I
Oh,
want to let you
cool.
guys know that you will hear one of her songs before the segment is over. We're going to make sure you guys hear her song Glorious, all right, before we log off. So I want to let you guys know, just hang in there, hang tight. We got music coming for you, all right? Just want to let you know what's on deck, so you don't, get frustrated or feel like what's going on. But yes, we will have music coming from Minstrel Appointed before the segment is over. Okay. So looking at all your accomplishments, could you share with those tuning in the what's necessary in order to balance between, because it seems like you have both going on, entrepreneurship and the entertainment part. We brand it as entertainment because we're talking about music, and music is a business. It's also a way to minister to those through music, but there's a business aspect to it. So that's why it's branded as the entertainment portion for entertaining. So could you share with those tuning in how you balance the two between, both, because that's wearing multiple hats.
Well, for me, everything is like, it's all ministry.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is ministry, and everything is rooted in ministry. And my balance is that I just want to do those things that please Him. That's the balance. and that whatever it is that I'm out there doing is something that God would, not scoff at, that He would be okay with it. And so that's what keeps me straight. And I think, whatever it is that you're doing, if you do it as unto the Lord and if you do it for His glory, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And so that's how I balance everything. I just do my best to do what the Lord would have me to do and follow Him. One of my favorite things to say is that if your presence doesn't go before me, carry me not away, because I don't want to be outside of what it is that God would have me do. So whatever it is that I'm doing, whether I'm right or wrong about it, I believe at least that, I'm following down a path that the Lord would have me follow. And so I mean, I don't know if I can call it a balance between being an entertainer, because I never really see myself that way. I just don't. I don't see myself as an entertainer. I see myself as somebody that's out pushing the gospel. I'm a gospel pusher. I'm pushing the gospel by whatever means I can. If it's through my TV show, if it's through my music, if it's through being the pastor of my church or the magazine, somehow, some way, I'm going to have a road that leads to Christ. And that's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that answered anything.
Yes, it did, because there's a balance in that. Because again, like I said, it's more to you than just, you artistry is one portion as far as singing, but there's more to you than that, right? Because you also are an
Exactly.
entrepreneur, you also are a pastor, you do outreach. There's so many different things that you bring to the table and how you reach people with the gospel. So
Right.
with that, the balance in being able to do that, it's multitasking, because it's the gift that you've been graced with. A lot of people may not understand what it takes to hone in on that, because you can't just have one thing that you're focused on. You have multiple things that God has graced you to do, and you're doing them all well, right? So that
Amen.
takes a level of discipline, a level of focus, and really taking the ownership and saying, you know what, I know this is what I should be doing, and this is what I'm going to execute on. So sometimes people
Amen.
can just go far to the left on one side, but there has to be a balance in your life to be able to do all of it, and God gets the glory.
Amen. 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 Girl, you better talk.
So with that, it's nothing to take lightly, because we all have our own gifts that we've been graced with, but when you have multiple gifts and you are using them well, there are others that may have questions, and how do you do that, right? When you make it look, not that it is easy, because there's work that people don't see behind the scenes, right? So whatever it is that you're doing,
Right.
how could you share with someone your life and how you balance it all out to make sure that what it is that God has given you to do, you do it well?
Well, I would say um, this is a little thing I picked up lately, but I would say it's about the trust, and it's about the hustle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about the rest.
Mm-hmm.
You trust God that, He is the person that you are allowing to lead you and be the head captain, chief of your life. And then the hustle is you going out there doing different things, just making things happen. And the rest is waiting for, God to do whatever it is He's going to do to give, to be the one who produces something for you. You're not the producer of anything. You're just the person out there hustling. And so whatever results there are, it's because of whatever it is that God has done to produce it for you. And so that's what, like that's how I do it. It's like I trust Him. I'm out there hustling, and then I just like rest in whatever it is that He's gonna bring forth out of whatever it is that I did. So I don't want, it's like I don't get the credit, or nobody really gets the credit, because it's Him. He's the one who gives the increase. It's all about Him giving the increase in every single thing. He's the one who gives the promotions. That's Him too. So you really can't take any credit for anything. So you got to trust Him to be God of your life. Trust Him in the covenant relationship that we have. Trust Him that
Mm-hmm.
do whatever it is that He, whatever He gives our hands to do, just do it. Whatever He puts in our hands to do, let the hand be open enough to receive whatever it is God's going to put in it, so that you can do it, and then just rest and wait and see what God's going to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. Would you also say that it requires team? Like, we can't just do everything ourselves. We have to have team in order to execute well.
I agree that we do need people to help us. We need a Aaron, we need a her, we need somebody, to hold those arms up. So definitely, teamwork makes the dream work. That's so true. To utilize other people, and the Lord has a way of putting people out there for you, that you'll need to get His business done.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell myself this from time to time: if I take care of His business, He's going to take care of mine. So God has a way of making a way and, supplying everything that we need so that we can do whatever it is that He has us out there doing. So yeah, we need people. We can't do it when nobody's a village. We need folks.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. For that queen that may be watching and wondering how to get things started, or may not be quite there to step out of her comfort zone, what advice would you share with her to help inspire her to be the queen that God has created her to be?
Well, I would say that we can't just think about it. Like faith without works is dead.
Mm-hmm.
So just thoughts without any action will never materialize anything. So if you have a heart to do something, if there's something that you have a dream or a vision, and you're connected with the Lord, you've got to trust Him that He's going to help you bring that to pass. And so you've got to make a move. There are a lot of people that aren't making moves. They're just waiting for, like some sort of miracle thing to happen, waiting for the sky to fall down or, something, but they're not doing anything. So you got to do something. You can't just think about it. You got to go for it. And even if it doesn't work the first time, you just keep going for it and going for it and going for it. And I like to say it's always too soon to quit. You just got to keep going for it, whatever it is. So I guess my number one advice would be do it. Just do it. Whatever it is, do it. Go for it. And don't let naysayers and distractors, and stuff like that get in the way of what it is that you believe that you should be doing. And if it's not something that the Lord wants you to do, it won't happen. It won't come. Let me take that back, because it could happen. But I don't know how to fix that. Forget I said that. But I take that back. Forget that. Don't listen to that. But because sometimes things do come to pass. Sometimes we do move outside of His will. But I don't know how to fix it. Let's move on.
Well, sometimes we do things that are not in His will. That's okay. Sometimes we do things
that need to go for it, though, and trust that we are doing whatever it is that God called us to do. And here's something that is true: if it's not something we're supposed to do, God will lead us away from it. Now that's the truth there. That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. So knowing, allowing yourself to be on the right track, allowing yourself to be on the right path, and doing what that God has destined for you to do. And quitting is not an option.
Exactly.
Quitting is not an option, but taking action to do what it is you have set out to do and accomplish those things one step at a time. And,
right, exactly. Do some research,
mm-hmm.
Find out more about what it is that you have in mind that you want to do. Do your homework, and talk to other people that are already doing it. Get some, try to find a mentor. All of those, that's all part of doing something. Now, remember I said the first thing is to do something.
Yes.
So that's included in doing something. Can't just sit back though, because that's not how it goes. If a man doesn't work, a man can't eat. So, if you want to eat the fruit of your vision, you're going to have to get out there and do some work.
Absolutely. So you also mentioned, as far as you being a pastor, would you like to share where those that may be in your area could fellowship with you?
Oh, yeah. Yes, as a matter of fact, I owe somebody an answer. I don't know if Sharon's listening or if Sharon will ever see this, but Sharon asked me, and I meant to drop that in her inbox. But yeah, our church is New Mercy Christian Fellowship Church. We're located at 2104 Broad Street in Augusta, Georgia. So that's New Mercy Christian Fellowship Church, 2104 Broad Street, Augusta, Georgia, 30904. And if you want to go online and look us up, we're at New Mercy, NUMERCY.org. So yeah, please, we love to fellowship. We love to be a blessing and help people and things like that. So we'd love to be connected to anybody who wants to be connected, online or in person.
Awesome. And so for your music, we're going to play Glorious, your single Glorious before we, log off. Want everybody to hear Glorious. But how could they, if they wanted to get your song Glorious, could you please share how they could, have access to your song?
Okay, well, you can go to my website, www.appointed.mobi, M-O-B-I. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, all the digital outlets, just like all the other artists. Let me stop. But yeah, you can, it sounds, when you say it, it sounds so, for me anyway, it sounds so trite. But yeah, you can go to all these outlets and find it. But you can also go to Appointed Mobi, and you can find it there, appointed.mobi, and you can find it. And you can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, anything like that. You can stream it free. That's one of the great things that I like about the song is that, that you can stream it free. You don't have to buy it. When you do buy it, you help me to do more work because I don't charge anything to do the stuff that I do. So you help me when you buy the music, but you can definitely listen to it for free. And I love that because I ain't about selling the gospel.
What about your TV and radio show? Would you like to share?
You better help me.
Yeah, would you like to share?
You better help me because I forgot about that. Okay, yeah. Okay, the show is At Home with Appointed. As a matter of fact, this is my At Home with Appointed set that I'm sitting at. And my co-host is The Advocate. And we usually say, praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to the At Home with Appointed show, where you're always at home with Appointed. We go, woo, woo. Okay, so that's part of what we do for the show. And you can find out more about the show. You can go to ahwa.info and find out more about the show. We have so many great segments on there. We have Word While, where we listen to the Word for a while. We have Who We Like, where we listen to music. We've got videos, Laugh Out Loud, where we get a chance to laugh. And we do Seeds Around the World, where we focus on Christians who are doing things around the world. And we do a lot of idle chit-chat, and we're pretty silly. And it's a really, really great, fun show that points to Christ. Just got to say that, too.
Awesome.
Oh, okay, and wait, now that you got me on a roll, okay. Other thing I was thinking about is the Spin Awards magazine. Yes, the Spin Awards magazine. That is an awesome publication. You can get a digital copy or you can get a print copy. You can always watch or view, rather, the digital or copy online free. That's always free. So if you want to view it online, that's free. But if you want a digital copy, I don't know why, but if you want one, if you want a digital copy, you can get one at the site, at the website, and you can also get a printed copy. And the Spin Awards is all about the Spin Awards magazine who spin the gospel message. So we're on the lookout for shows and radio stations that we can honor, anybody in Christian gospel radio. That's what the Spin Awards does. And we had the first one last year. And I know I'm trying to hurry up so I can give you a chance to say something. But we had the first one last year. It was so awesome. The Lord did that. It was great. Radio people from across the country came and celebrated with us, or came and attended. And we celebrated them. And so, yeah, the Spin Awards, you can go to the Spin Awards at, wait a minute, what is it? thespinawards.info? No, thespinawards.com. I had to get some help from the outside.
Okay.
You see these websites, okay, At Home with Appointed Mobi, New Mercy Christian Fellowship Church. Okay, yeah, thespinawards.com. That's where you go to find out about the Spin Awards. And we are going to be announcing nominees pretty soon on June 15th. And we're going to have some tickets on sale tomorrow. So yeah, right. We're looking for artist submissions. We're looking for vendors. We're looking for volunteers. To all be a part of the Spin Awards. It's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So yeah, the Spin Awards, where we honor those who spin the gospel message.
Awesome. You honor those who spin the gospel music. So you DJs out there that spin, gospel, I hope you're tuning in. I hope you're paying attention to what she just shared. She has a platform, that could help, a platform that really acknowledges and celebrates. Also want to celebrate you on the New Artist Profile Awards, Musical Innovator of the Year, right? I know you're very humble.
Praise the Lord.
It's about, and you're being celebrated. So I want to talk about that. Can you just share with us, give us more insight about the Musical Innovator of the Year that you are, nominated for?
see, that made me open my mouth again. I was just like, wows when I saw that because I could not believe it. I mean, that was so unexpected. I never saw it coming. You know, I know sometimes I've been nominated for some things, and so there's some expectation, but I didn't have any expectation whatsoever. And I want to give a big old shout out to Dallas Frazier, aka Tony D, and Sister Atkins and Tag Entertainment, because those are the people who are responsible for me being nominated. And from what I understand, what I saw in the video, the reason that I got selected was because of the work I do as a recording artist, the work I do as a media personality, because I cover red carpets across the country. Also because of the work I do with the Spin Awards magazine and the work that I do with the Spin Awards itself. So those are some of the reasons that I was selected to get this great honor. And I'm telling you, I feel good about that. I am really grateful and really thankful for being recognized. I mean, I didn't even know I was gonna feel this good about being recognized. You know, I didn't know it was gonna feel this good. So thank you guys. It feels really good. So praise the Lord. Yeah.
That's a perfect example of you focusing on what it is that you do best. And then in the midst of what you're doing, you don't know who's watching, who's following, who's paying attention. And then here you go getting nominated. And all you're doing, you're focusing on what you do best. Awesome.
Amen. Amen.
Awesome.
Amen. So, you know, I'm gonna try to get as many people with me to come out to the ceremony. I believe, if I remember, I don't know if hey, help me find a date. Help me find a date for that. And I'll tell you guys the date if we're not off air, or I'll put it in the messages. But yeah, I'm gonna try to grab as many people to go up, you know, go to the awards thing with me, because hey, I'm being recognized. So that's pretty cool. You know, I just, like, I've never had this happen to me before. So nobody's ever made me an honoree for anything. So this is pretty cool. And I'm really thankful to the Lord, because remember I just said before that I know promotion comes from Him. So I'm really thankful to Him and for the people that He used to, you know, do this great thing for me. So yeah, praise the Lord. And when is it?
September 22nd.
I was gonna say that, but I wasn't sure. September 22nd. That's when it is. September 22nd.
At Elam Baptist Church.
Right here in, I want to say beautiful Augusta, Georgia. Okay.
Awesome.
But beautiful Augusta, Georgia. But if I keep it real, sometimes I call it Disgusta, Georgia. But anyway, what's the name of the church? Elam Baptist Church. That's where it's going to be at on September 22nd, right here in Augusta. And of course, I'll be putting it on my Facebook page from time to time. You know, from time to time. Not too much though. Yeah, I'm gonna blow my page up about it. Yes, I am. So yeah, thank you guys so much, Tony. If you guys are listening, and everybody else, thank you so much.
Awesome. You guys hear that? She just shared, you know, when her ceremony will be for celebrating her accomplishment, how she's being recognized in September. And also, if you guys have any questions, anybody have any questions that you would like to ask, just type them in the comment line and I'll ask them for you. We get those questions answered while you're here live with Appointed on tonight. Anybody have any questions? Don't be shy, you know, just ask whatever questions you have.
Well, maybe nobody's asking this, but when I said the date for his award show, I remember that I didn't give a date for the Spin Awards.
Okay.
The Spin Awards.
Okay.
The Spin Awards is October 27th in the Atlanta, Tyrone, Georgia, and I haven't announced where it's going to be yet. They said no, I can't announce it. Okay, but okay, it's going to be on October 27th in the Atlanta, Georgia area, a city called Tyrone, Georgia. Correct? No, Tyrone, is that right? Okay. All right, yeah. So Spin Awards, save the date, meet us there. We're gonna dress up, we're gonna show up, and we're gonna send them praises up.
October 27th, Spin Awards in Tyrone, Georgia.
Tyrone, Georgia.
Tyrone, Georgia. Okay, you guys hear that? October 27th. All right, for Spin Awards in Tyrone, Georgia. Well, like to can you share with everybody your social media handles? You know, how they can get in contact with you: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Yes, you can go to on Twitter. I'm Appointed, APPOITEND. That's my handle on Twitter. On Instagram, it's Appointed, APPOINTED, and YouTube is Appointed TV. And let's see, LinkedIn, it's Appointed. So pretty much if you just put in gospel artist appointed, you'll probably find me. If you just put in appointed, you're going to get the dictionary definition for appointed. So you're gonna you're gonna definitely need to put gospel artist with that, because if you just put in appointed, you're just gonna get a dictionary definition. And I don't know, I might come, I won't even search it. I didn't find myself on the first 3 pages, so I gave up. Okay, so you would give up too. So please, please put in gospel or Christian artist, something. Don't just put appointed, because you won't find me. But yeah, those are some places you can find me. I'm just telling you, be careful when you select that name. Google it first.
So we have 2 questions. Our first question is,
Somebody
do you
gave a
have a
question, I can't
favorite?
believe it.
First question is, do you have a favorite Bible verse? What is your favorite Bible verse?
Oh, okay. There's so many, but my really go-to one, just about every week, I'm saying this Bible verse, and it's for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoso believeth in him should not perish but have everlasting life. John 3:16.
Yes.
It's one of the favorites, but I would say I go to that one more than any of the others.
Awesome. The second question is, what's the motivation to continue such an awesome platform?
Well, woe to me if I don't preach the gospel. And it's not like I don't want to quit sometimes, because I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, I'm ready to give up and stuff. But then I remember my own motto, it's always too soon to quit, which I stole from somebody else, by the way. But it is always too soon to quit. And that's what I use. And plus, God will send something or someone a way to encourage us so that we don't faint, so that we don't give up. But yes, that's it. That's my answer.
Awesome.
I'm sticking to it.
Awesome. You guys, share some hearts. Let's show some love for having Appointed on here tonight. Share some hearts, show some love for having Appointed on tonight, and we're going to play.
I see a heart trying to come up.
Yes, that's right. Show that love. Show us some love. We're going to have Appointed song Glorious. So we're going to play Appointed song Glorious.
Come on now, pop them out. There you go.
So what you're about to hear is her song Glorious.
Do you know who's on? Can you guys see? Yeah, let's play Glorious. That's
Some never feel without you. All that you feel, all that you've done, the fact that you gave your only son, you can fade all right. Glory, hallelujah, most excellent, most God. Yes, you're glorious. The stars in the moon sing glorious. You're so excellent. Days of joy and days of sorrow. Some ask what's life about. Some of them don't see your other way out. If they only look at.
Can you please share with everybody how they can get Glorious?
Oh, yes. Go to www.appointedmobi. You'll find a link to get to that Glorious. You can go there, www.appointed.mobi, and you can find Glorious. I heard Brother, did you say, who was on it, Brother Terry?
Uncle Terry McGee.
Uncle Terry. Terry McGee, what's up? And who else? Anybody else you know?
Miss Barbara.
Miss Barbara? Hey, Miss Barbara, thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm still going, because I think
Say hi to Mike and Melody.
she's frozen. And Mike Melody, thank you, because you said much love. I heard that you said that. But I don't know if you can even hear me because I'm frozen. I'm going to do the robot.
You're frozen.
I'm not frozen. Oh, I didn't know that.
Thank you so much.
It didn't matter. I would still do the robot, frozen or unfrozen. I don't really even do the robot. So it's like I'm not doing a robot, okay? Because I don't really know how to do a robot, but I was doing something like that. Yeah.
I want to thank you so much for
All right.
tuning in tonight. All the guests that came in and just joined us tonight on the live feed. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for showing hearts, showing love, for having Appointed, our featured queen, on deck. Appointed, I just thank you so much for being here tonight and sharing and just, allowing us into your world and knowing a little bit more about you and what you represent and how you're about our Father's business and staying focused and just being a blessing and inspiring, encouraging others that are tuning in tonight and those that could not tune in and hear live but will hear or watch the video later will be blessed by what you shared on tonight and
Amen,
your
amen.
music.
And I just want to say, oh, I shut up. I just wanted to tell you thank you though so much. You are such a blessing. I was looking down your page and I see your humility. I noticed that when you put your flyer together, you make your little picture smaller and you make your guest bigger. And that's a big deal to me. I appreciate you so much and I love you. And we're sisters for life. And don't hesitate to get me back on the show again.
Yes,
Hopefully
ma'am.
my audio will be better and my connection will be better. But I really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Oh, yes, thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blessing. And I just thank you for sharing your time. And I thank you for connecting and really enjoy your music. And we're going to close out with Glorious again so everybody can hear your song again, Glorious. And I just thank you for sharing. And God bless you in all that you do. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Blessings. You can shut me down. Okay,
Rain falling down, people live all around. Some never think how great you are. Some never feel without you. With all that you've done and all that you've done, the fact that you gave your only son, you can fade all right. Glory, glory, most excellent, most God. It's your glorious. The stars and the moon sing glorious. You're so excellent. Days of joy and days of sorrow. Some even ask what's life about. Some live and don't see your other way out.
You guys have a blessed evening. I'm yours truly, Ursela Camille. Thank you for joining us on Queens on Deck. Have a wonderful evening. Be blessed.